All right, so I thought I'd show you something cool. All right, you see these solar panels right here? 8 of them is going to this. This right here is getting the entire house, 1,500 square foot. Downstairs, 66 degrees. Upstairs, okay, we have this whole section being cooled by just that, and then the upstairs. Okay. That has the second floor, okay, so 12 minutes ago. Let's do a refresh real quick. What this is, these are air samplers basically. And we can see in the kitchen, the temperature for the last 7 days has averaged 68 degrees. Currently it's 66 degrees. It's 88 degrees outside and gonna be in the 90s. And you can see that it's been 67 degrees as an average temperature down here. Upstairs, this is be a little dated, but 70 degrees has been the average for the last 7 days. 24 hours, 69 degrees with a range of 67 to 71. And the last 3 hours, so it's, as of 13 minutes ago, 71 degrees. Now, the cool part is this is running off just those solar panels. So you see the top left, PV input, 1,400 watts is what's giving that 2-ton unit the cooling ability. That's where all the power is coming from. The AC on the right-hand side, where it says AC input, that is how much is coming from the grid. Down here where it says AC limiter, I have that enabled, meaning it's gonna limit how much I can pull from the grid with whatever temperature I request to 600 watts. So if there's enough sun, it will just use like 40 watts or so. If there's not enough sun, what it's gonna do is, like, let's say if it got super cloudy or the sun went down, it will only use up to 600 watts. Whatever the 600 watts can give you, which will still have a cooling factor in the fan and all that, it'll use that. But if I need more, I can switch this off, and then it will maximize the grid, or it will prioritize the temperature and using whatever power is easiest to accomplish that. So just thought this was really cool to show that most people don't understand how efficient these things are. And this is a newer technology that allows you to hook directly to your solar panels, because DC to DC power is more efficient. It's not efficient at traveling distance, which is why your house plugs are going to use AC, so that when it's coming from the power plants and transmitting, over large distances, alternating current's better. But if you're doing short distances, DC power is way more efficient. So those solar panels that we have out here, these 8 solar panels go literally directly into that, and that blows, it's a 2-ton unit, so it blows all the air in here. And the way I have it, that thing right here, I can have it rotating up and down and left and right. And it's on turbo right now, but if I want to, I can come down and, it's not even on turbo. I can switch it to low. And this makes a little bit of noise too. This is an air purifier that I love. So let me turn that down. There's a little air purifier. But when I turn it on low, I can still feel this air blowing very coolly, actually. I mean, you can see this moving, but I don't hear anything. What I do to make this efficient, so this is how quiet it is. This is blowing harder than you think. You can see this wiggling, okay? In fact, I feel this blowing very strongly still here, okay? Can't hear anything. Now, if I turn it up, turbo. So like, I don't know how it sounds in here, but in the real world, this is like a nice white noise when it's on turbo. But now the amount of air that's pumping out of here is a lot. Like it's like, how do you say this? I mean, it's like a wall of air. So what I do is I have this come in this area here, the largest area. It will kind of go this way. I do have a little mini split window unit there for the guest room and one in my bedroom to temperature control if I wanted to. And so if I really wanted to, I could turn those on as well, and it creates a wall that's coming from all directions down here. Here's where the monitor is. Now this open concept, you have air coming this way and you have air here. So when this is on, especially after it cools up, what happens is the air goes up this way. All right, that's where the air goes up. It comes down this way. So I like having this air, or this fan, if I really want to be efficient. I just have this strategically placed because this is an air mover. And it probably sounds a little louder on the phone, but it's not that loud in real life. This shoots air this way, and it allows the air coming down to come here, and you create like a circle. So then it comes up, goes down, and that way you have everything circulating. And that's why just one of these with proper fans, which cost 40 bucks, you're able to take one thing that is using as much power from the grid as a light bulb to cool the entire house. Now, if you compare that, we're gonna just log in. I have no idea what's gonna say here, but let's say if we go to watts and we go look at my sister's house, which is a smaller house. All right, now quick comparison, just to remember. Mine is using 1,400 watts from the sun, only 699 watts from the AC. So the only thing that I could be ever paying for is what's on the top right-hand side. So 339 watts compared to my sister's AC kicking on with 4,278 watts and then running 3,000 watts to cool her house. And it's staying on like all the time. You know, like this is at night, it was in the 29 range, 2,900 range. But during the day, now that it's going to be getting hotter, it's only 12 o'clock, it's going to stay on longer and longer and in this 3,000 range. Really efficient. I don't sell these directly yet, I'm wanting to, but we recommend these to customers. I don't even make any money on them, but we do include them in our solar projects where you can get these installed, and it makes the solar project work better because instead of needing all of those solar panels and those, and maybe like two of those, to run my regular air conditioning, and then only having just a few over there, just 8 of those, just right here is running that. The rest can do other things, charge batteries, run the rest of the house. I have now, because I've taken that off, I'm gonna use that to run the hot tub. So I now have enough for the hot tub because I did this. So the point is, you can get away with a smaller solar system and spend a very small percentage of the money that would have gone towards batteries or solar panels to run the big AC. You spend nothing hardly on this. But this can do like 20 kW worth of work. This could do what a 20 kW battery could do. But you spend like $1,800 on this instead of like 12 grand on the other. And this works, as you saw, it doesn't need grid. This works even if there's no power from the grid. So if you want more information, give me a holler.